Hooey! Welcome back to another episode of I Stripped Down My Bike. And on this episode, we're going to take off the radiators. It's a bit warm. Right, okay, so what do we need in order to take the radiators off? What's left of the bike? There's very little left of it at the rate it's going, isn't there? First off, we need, believe it or not, a 10mm spanner. Because down here is, just here, a drain plug to drain the fluid out. Now, before we go any further, don't forget, if you like my videos, give them a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And don't forget to turn on your notifications. So, first thing we're going to do is undo this drain plug, he says, and hopefully water should come out. I know. Oh! That was a bit stiff. Now this should be the water pump. If anything else comes out of here, then it's obviously not the water pump. Oh, nope, that's definitely water. That's definitely water. Right, so while that's draining, what I did forget, what I've just realised is I've forgot a 8mm spanner, so I'm going to have to get an 8mm spanner in a minute. But anyway, there's obviously lots of radiator hoses that need to come off before taking off the actual radiator. There's a lot that's going through. Now the reason, I've got some really long screwdrivers just in case as well. Now the reason why I've decided to change them is because this one down here doesn't look particularly great, and if you can see, it's very damp in the engine bay. It's got very damp in there anyway, so I'm just wondering. And around some of the joints, which I think is actually more down here, you'll see, there looks like antifreeze. So whether or not, you see, it's got that there, and on that one there as well, it looks like there's some antifreeze. So it's ideal to take them off and change them, and I'm going to change them to some very nice ones, which I'll show you later. So the question is, where do we start first? I think it would be easier to start on the radiators. So I've got a selection of screwdrivers, including some screwdriver bits. That looks like it's fully drained out, so let's take this one off first here. If that is that looks like it's a crosshead screwdriver instead. Break open my lovely toolbox here now. Grab that. Actually. And that. Oh, do you know what? I just realised I have an 8mm here actually I can use. Put that in first. Right. Okay. So what I'm going to try and do is start down here so I can get this radiator off here. I can undo. I've got a visitor. Oh, that's undone. That moved. That's good. So that's that one. Now I have this one here. And that one's done. So that's both of those two done. Let's see if I can get an 8mm. Right. Try again with an 8mm spanner. There we go. Now, the interesting thing is, on the VFRs, they've got two radiators, one each to the side. Rather than in the front, they're actually at the side. The other interesting thing is that only one side has a fan. And that fan, rather than blowing the hot air out, actually sucks it in across the engine. Which is a bit bizarre. Now, there is a modification that you can do, which I will be doing. Oops. So something's just fell into the water. We need to be careful of that. In order to improve that ventilation. Now here's the question is, will these pipes come off or not? Because they look quite corroded onto me. I don't want to cut them because the simple reason is I have to measure them up and make sure that they're correct with the other ones that I'm going to be putting on. So I need to be very careful how I take these off. Because as I say, I don't want to mess them up with measuring the others and making sure that they're fine before I put them back on. Right. But as I'm not going to be replacing these, I don't mind kind of putting a screwdriver down the side here. Oh. There we go. That one's coming loose. That's one off. I nearly lose my watching with me at the same time. And hopefully... hang on. Found another bolt. That would explain it. There's another bolt underneath here, look. I think. Is it a bolt? No. There's a bolt there, which is a 6mm. So I don't know what that is. It's a peg. That's what it is, it's a peg. So that would be the same the other side then. There we go. One radiator. So that's one side radiator done. Now the other side should hopefully come off similar. Now inside looks quite clean actually, but on the outside, that is a different matter altogether, particularly the fan. So this is all going to get stripped down and cleaned up. So also be very careful when you're chucking these down. You don't want to go bending these fins or puncturing it in any way, shape or form. So be careful where you put it and how you put it. Right, let's grab my spanner and I wiggle my way around to the other side and I undo this one, and it looks like that hose joins the two radiators together. I'm going to undo this one as well. And I'm going to undo this one. Hopefully. Bit of wiggling. That's that one off. I'll get that one off later. Is there going to be a bottom one? There is a bottom one right the way down there. Not sure if you can see that. That's another one full of gunk. So that's that done. You're actually supposed to change the antifreeze every so often. I can't remember what it is. I have to have a look in the book. Oh. So it's just as easy to do a lot of this work all together at the same time. While I'm doing one thing, I'll do another. See, whilst I'm waiting for parts, I can be doing something else. I'm sweating to death here. I'm just keeping an eye on my battery because I haven't got much battery left either. It is very humid today. Very humid. Very seized on. There we go, there's the other one. That should pull out now. And then, hopefully, I can disconnect it from down here as well. Maybe not. I need a plier as well, which just happens to be there. Come here, pliers. So, pliers are for that one. Okay, that one's off. Off you come, sir. You see all that around there. And that is the other radiator off. See, look, no fan, but very dirty. Very dirty, in fact. Ow! My knee. So, what I've got to do now is find all the other hoses and take all the other hoses off. So that one's loose already, which is that one down there. So there's my screwdriver for that one. Dirty fingers beyond belief. So that's a breather hose. This is a radiator hose from the pump. It's got some more in. Smells a bit fishy. Whoa. Doesn't all. We've got another one here, which is also going down to the water pump. There's quite a lot of hoses on this actually. But so far, the hose clips have not been too bad. I've just seen one that might cause me a bit of grief. Yeah, which is what I've got the long screwdrivers for. I think it's a there we go. Oh, that's another one off. Okay, that's that one. Oh, which thing goes over here, and if you notice, for some reason the actual glue clip is upside down, which is a bit silly. As I've just noticed that there's that whole thing. That whole thing's loose. So I've got a feeling. I'm not sure if that's a thermostat, not thermometer, thermostat. I'm going to do that one. And if I undo this one, I've got a feeling that unit will come out as one, which would explain why that is upside down. So it's probably upside down because it probably fouls on the throttle bodies. And the question is, can I get these off? That's the question. These are a little bit stubborn, as you can imagine. So there's a hose going right the way through, which is there. There we go. Okay, let's pull them off. Now, question is, can I? That's that off. Right. Can I bring that up there? Can I bring that through? I need to get that off, so I need my pliers. God, I'm sweating. It's very humid today. It really is humid today. So that's that one I want to take off there. It's got a silly clip on it, that one has. We get a new one for that. That's that off. So that's the filler neck. Question is, will it come through there? Yes, it will. And the whole lot comes off together and tangles up in my wires. So that's got to be the thermostat. As I say, that's upside down though. And I would say that's upside down for a reason then, because that one's upside down and that one's upside down. So that is something to bear in mind. Oops. Would I have ever showed you right? So this is the thermostat. That Jubilee clip's upside down. That Jubilee clip's upside down. That one's upside down. So that's obviously may interfere with the throttle body. The throttle body's on top, so that's something I have to be careful for when I put the hoses back on. So that's something also to be very, very cautious for and watch out for. So there you go, there's a handy tip. So don't just go, oh, I'll put them the right way round. Maybe a case of actually looking to see whether or not they do interfere. As you can see, they're quite bulbous, look at that. They do need replacing, they do. As you can see, look, all this pink stuff, that's antifreeze. So it would be an idea to check to make sure, as you can clearly see in there, some antifreeze there as well, to make sure that that is not the case. So that's it, I think that's all the hoses off. That's not too, oh no, I've got one here left to take off. I've got one there, two left to take off in fact. Two left to take off. But anyway, I'm going to take these off. It's probably been a bizarre video for you, watching me take off radiator hoses. That one's loose. Is that one loose? That one's loose. So that should come off. Grab some pliers now. Ooh. That didn't sound very good. That's one. And that's the other. Actually, is that... I'm just wondering if somebody's put some crap in there to stop a leak. I don't know. There's a lot of crap all around that. That can come down now actually. So I've just got this one to do. This is basically this screw here, which is open, loose rather, and then I've got one here. The screw is there. Would be right in the way, wouldn't it? That's loose, loosey goosey. Right, let's see if this will come off easy. That's all that ended, and that end. That doesn't look right. They should not look like that. So that's going to get a good clean up anyway. So there's one thing I'm going to clean up. Also, I'm going to be taking the oil pipes off soon because they need, look at the state of those. That's the oil pipes. So anyway, so my radiators are off. I'm sweating to death doing it. I have no idea what kind of video it's going to be, but anyway, if it's a good video and you liked it, give your thumbs up. I'll catch you next time while I go and replace some fluid from my sweaty body. Cheerio, arrivederci, have a good day.